Zidane Daney, Electro Ninja here, and welcome back to Electro Ninja's Lab. In today's video, we are of course talking about the second chapter of Hunter's Guild Red Hood. And oh my gosh, I love this series. Oh, I wish I could just talk about this series for a lot longer than I already have. And honestly, I think I'm going to. This is my announcement that from this point forward, even though you guys haven't necessarily been going overboard for the series, I am going to be doing a chapter review for each and every chapter. And yes, even though this is currently only the second chapter, I am deciding right here, right now, that this is going to be a new series that is going to be going on every week that there is a new chapter. Right alongside that of My Hero Academia, as well as Vigilantes, which, since both of those are coming very quickly to their conclusions, yeah, it kind of makes sense. Vigilantes is is going to be finishing up its battle probably this upcoming week, or on Friday, and My Hero Academia is likely going to be getting its conclusion a few weeks from now, but it's still coming soon to its conclusion. The fact is that we are in the Lone Wolf arc, and there's not too much left for that. Now, obviously, neither of these series are ending this week, but at the same time, they are coming very quickly to their conclusions, so Hunter's Guild, good option. And also, quick thing, if you guys do hear barking throughout this video, or fireworks, I'm recording this on 4th of July. I wanted to record this earlier, but just didn't have enough time. So, you're getting it now. So I'm recording it now. So yeah, enjoy. So this chapter starts off right where we left off. Our two main characters have just defeated the werewolf of Granny. I'm just going to call her Granny because I'm forgetting the rest of her name. But the point is, they've just defeated her. And we find out that there are actually two more werewolves that have been hanging out in the forest and basically have been joining Granny to basically to take humans that end up, that they want to eat. And Granny would take them out, and then the three of them would feast on these guys. And these two werewolves are brothers and have been causing a ton of mischief. And basically they're choosing to, in this moment, they're going to stand together and they are going to take this village by storm and try to take down both of these hunters before they can actually take them down, while also getting as much meat as they can, while also letting this community continue. So, yeah, basically making these guys their farm, and this is going to be their land now. It's no longer going to be Granny's land, it is going to be their land to harvest these humans, which, oh boy, that's not fun. Well, I mean, it's fun for us because we get to see it all. And yeah, it was honestly really awesome. We then get to see the actual plan that these two, that our hunters have actually come up with. And the first thing to actually note is that at the beginning of this chapter, our main character explains that he doesn't want to become a member of the Hunters Guild. He wants to stay here and protect, make sure that there aren't any more werewolves. So he is going to stay there and protect his family and friends from getting, well, eaten by werewolves, because the mayor can no longer do that job. And our new hunter, or huntress, whatever we want to call her, is not having any of it. She wants to prove to him that she is going to be able to protect them, or prove that she is trustworthy, but also be able to prove to him that the town will no longer ever be in danger. Because the fact is that werewolves will more than likely avoid this place if they still think that there are other werewolves in this area, from what I'm understanding so far. So what they're going to do is they're going to do some stuff once they take down these two werewolves to basically mark this hamlet as this is their territory, and it's not so that all of the other werewolves try to stay away from it, and they won't know who the actual they won't know for sure who exactly is going to be is in charge here. Exact details are not important, but yeah. And on top of that, they decide to actually take down these two werewolves. Basically, each one takes down one. Now, luckily, these guys are young werewolves, but yeah, each of them takes down their own, with the more experienced one taking down the one that is just causing mayhem to cause mayhem, possibly gonna eat somebody, but really all he's doing is he's trying to annoy people and to get them locked away with the other one. So she takes him down by throwing a bell at him, which just... that's perfect. Just thinking that she's just... it's hilarious, and honestly, I kind of wish that... well, maybe I did get an image of that for this moment, but it's just absolutely hilarious. I don't know what I actually made the background yet, because I haven't edited it, obviously, but it's just a hilarious moment to just see. And then we also get to see our main character, which again, I'm just forgetting their names right now, but his mission is to follow the rest of the townspeople into the area to basically make sure that no other werewolves are there. And luckily, there shouldn't be any werewolves that he knows, so if he notices someone that he doesn't recognize, because he was raised by the entire town basically, so he knows everyone, if he doesn't recognize someone, they are clearly the werewolf. And he's the perfect man for this job. Going in, finding the werewolf almost instantly, putting his gun to his head and ready to blast. Giving that whole speech of, you don't stand a chance against me because I know everyone. And he knows that this monster is the werewolf. And honestly, I'm just... it's so awesome. Now, obviously, I do want to... with that information, I do want to make something clear to everyone who watches these videos. If you are not able to deal with gore or with, honestly, some very frightening imagery, because these werewolves are not normal werewolves. They are freaky as heck. They are monsters. Like, if you can't handle, if you have problems with watching, Stranger Things, this is not a show for you. Luckily, there shouldn't... at this point, Stranger Things has kind of prepared a lot of people for this. So if you've watched Stranger Things, you probably are able to handle this series. But seriously, if you guys are interested in this series and have watched these videos, go and read this series now, because this is the time to do it. Next week is probably going to be the last week that you are going to be able to read this series from the beginning without having to purchase anything. So please, you do not have much time. If you are watching this the day that it came out, go and read this series, because if you do not, you will not get a chance to read it until the actual volumes come out, or if you buy a subscription, or if you get a subscription to Viz, which I'm not sponsored by them, so I have no reason to tell you to do that, especially because they kind of suck. I'm not actually serious about that. They don't suck, but they should improve a bit. So, Viz, you improve yourself, maybe I'd actually want to be sponsored by you, but not yet. So, improve yourself. Just a bit. Like, you're great for what you want, but at the same time, just improve a little bit more, because there's still a lot of problems there. But seriously, this is the time to read this series because it is brand new and you'll be able to read it along with us and see as each chapter unfolds. And I really want you guys to read this along with us because it's such an amazing series. Like I said, first chapter, I fell in love with this series. And on top of that, it's looking like it's going to be a longer series as it is. With most series actually only being about 15 pages long per chapter, this is a 25-page long chapter each time. Like, the first one was 55 pages, but this one was 25, and they're not, and it's very unlikely that it's going to go down in the number, because this is amazing. And the creators need to keep writing, because this is honestly one of the best series that I've read so far, and I am so excited to, once it actually comes out here in America, I am 100% buying a copy of it. And possibly, once it comes out in Japan, maybe I'll also order a copy from there. I don't know about that, but still, like, I want to have physical copies of this series because it is amazing. And the artwork is incredible. It depicts this story so amazingly. And honestly, I really hope that this gets an anime adaptation eventually because it deserves it. Just seeing the characters coming to life off of the pages, it's incredible. And I really want you guys to just sit down and read this series because I think that it is going to be the next generation for people. It's going to be in the new big three. I mean, I don't know what the current big three is, but the next generation's big three is probably going to include this series, if not many others. I mean, so many series are coming to a conclusion, but this is just starting. Not to mention that there are other series that are also starting that are honestly really cool. I haven't read many other series, but there are so many series that have been coming out recently that I honestly wish that you guys would actually go and read because they have so much story just packed away in these little packages, and you need to read them before you lose the chance. So please, like I said, read this series and fall in love with it along with us as we continue this dissection of the Hunters Guild Red Hood. But anyways, guys, if you enjoyed this video, please make sure to leave a like and, of course, subscribe and ring that notification bell if you haven't yet so that you can see every single video that comes out because this is going to be a big chapter of the channel moving forward, alongside that of Witch Hat Atelier, My Hero Academia, and all of the other parts of this channel, because this is new, and this is going to be one of the biggest parts of our story moving forward. But anyways, guys, hopefully you've enjoyed this video. Like I said, leave a like, subscribe if you're new, and of course, if you guys have any thoughts or theories, please leave them down in the comments below. If you guys are going to leave a theory, make sure to say theory review somewhere in your comment. And of course, if you guys do want to support the channel even more, then definitely head down to the description and check out all of our links down there, including our social medias, our other channels, and ways you can support us financially, including the merch store, the book, and of course our Patreon, which a big thank you to our current patron, Sheeny. But anyways, guys, I've been Electro Ninja, and I will see you guys next time. But on!